Whether you're serious about your oral health or not, you should be at least flossing between your teeth. But we've all been there where standard string floss can leave the gums feeling a little bit sore, maybe even bleeding, and just slightly awkward to actually floss between your teeth. So the Waterpik Ultra Water Flosser is an alternative solution for flossing between your teeth, removing 99.9% of plaque, leaving your gums healthier within just 14 days, and 2 times as effective as standard string floss. What is this really like to use on an everyday basis? So we've had this on test for a period of 6 weeks, and I have to admit I usually use standard string floss. So the first thing to notice is this is quite a big unit. It's not the sort of thing you'd normally have in your bathroom. It looks more at home in a dentist's office, but it's quite clinical looking, a nice blue water container here. It's a powered solution. We have a power cable running out of the back of the Waterpik. The cable is about 130 centimeters in length, and on the end of the cable is a power adapter that we would see in a shaver socket, the 2-pin connection. But if you don't have a shaver socket in your bathroom, you can use one of these. A little adapter, costs just a couple of pounds extra. So the Waterpik flosser does have rubber feet on the bottom to keep it secure on a side in a bathroom. We have got this sort of nice design, or as best design as we can have for the bathroom. We've got the main handle here which has a hose which attaches to the Waterpik. The hose here is 100 centimeters including the handle here. We've got a couple of buttons, the main power on button, and then the dial for the pressure setting. Now those are easy to use whether you've got wet hands or whether you've got limited movement in your fingers as well. The tank here holds up to 600 millilitres of water, or about 90 seconds usage time of the Waterpik, which is approximately 1 to 2 cleans depending on how long you use this for. Now as soon as this is powered on, the water comes spurting out the top of one of the 6 interchangeable tips that you have here. Now to stop the flow, you press this big blue button on the handle, just pause it like that and the water will stop. Now on the side here at the top we've got a little button to release the tip, and then we can pull that out and slide it back in. So we've got 6 interchangeable tips. We can rotate the tip full 360 degrees here, and then it sits neatly in here on the side. So it does have to be powered, but that's because it uses a sort of high pressure water system to actually clean between your teeth and do what a normal piece of floss would. 2 times as effective according to Waterpik. Then you've got 6 different tips depending on your needs. You've got the classic jet tip, you've got the toothbrush tip, the plaque seeker, the orthodontic, the pickpocket and the tongue cleaner as well. Now of those 6 tips you can store 4 in the container at the top here and then the 5th here. Unfortunately there's no home for that 6th one. Baffles me why they haven't allowed for that. But it's unlikely that you're going to be using all 6 at any one time. Now that lifts off to gain access to the water tank, which you can fill with warm water, cold water, and even perhaps a shot of mouthwash if you prefer. That pulls off like so. So when powered on, it's quite a noisy unit, much noisier than a electric toothbrush. Not the loudest thing, but there's a pump, it brings the pressure through to actually be able to clean the teeth. Now, one of the drawbacks of this I've certainly found is it takes some time to get used to. I mean, it's comfortable in the hand and everything, but the laws of physics mean that as it's pumping water into the mouth, you can't retain that water in your mouth. You need to lose it, so you basically have to dribble it out over the sink. It's not a pretty process. The whole actual clean is very different. I quite enjoyed the sensation of the water. It felt like it was working without the same level of sort of pressure and roughness as a piece of string. And because you can adjust the pressure, if you do have oral health issues and sensitive gums, you can adjust this to quite low through to quite high if you actually choose. So this costs about £55 in the UK. £60 is the retail price, which over a 3-year ownership works out about 5p a day, which is more expensive than traditional string floss, which would work out about 1 pence per day. Although if you went for the sort of more premium floss picks that you can get from Oral-B, those work at about 13p, so this is actually quite cost effective in comparison. You do get the 3-year warranty with it, which is quite nice. So will I be keeping this? It's probably not going to replace my string floss. Although I could reach different areas of the mouth more easily with this, and it wasn't as harsh on my sort of teeth and gums, I just find this a little bit awkward, a little bit too noisy. But what I do really believe is for those who have sensitive gums or teeth that are perhaps difficult to clean because of their sort of configuration, this could have some real advantages over traditional floss. The orthodontic tip that we have right here on the end at the moment, see the water comes out, it's got a little brush here, and this can actually be 3 times more effective than traditional floss around braces and other orthodontic work that you might be having done within the mouth. So all in all, it's not a bad product, it's just not going to be for everyone. So if you're aware of the pros and cons, then that's great. So we give this an electric teeth rating of 3. Thanks for watching.